ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rubber Duck Recruiter. My name is Tim Wilkins, and today we're going to talk about how to perform a recruiter phone screen like a pro. Now, when you're performing a recruiter phone screen, it's important to understand initially what is the goal of a phone screen. A typical phone screen lasts anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, and basically you want to spend the first half assessing the basic qualifications of the candidate, essentially making sure that you can move forward with the candidate. Now, how do you do this? Well, you do this by asking and addressing any red flags or gaps of employment, or perhaps specifics that are relating to your company, whether or not you can provide sponsorship, confirming their title, confirming the language they code in, confirming the company that they work at, confirming the location, basically making sure that this candidate is indeed qualified to be placed in the role that you are recruiting for. The second goal is to actually recruit the candidate. This is where you get to do your actual job. Oh my God. Now that we understand the goals of a recruiter phone screen, I say that we jump into the specifics. Your style is going to be your style, but I'll tell you a little bit about my style and the style that I've found successful in my recruiting career thus far. Hey John, thanks so much for taking the time to interview with me today. I appreciate you being willing to talk with me through your resume and just explore the opportunities here. By the way, did you get a chance to watch the Seahawks game last week? Are you a Seahawks fan? So what did I do there? I thanked them for his time, and then I did a rapport building question to basically ease the tension a little bit, because if you think about it, if you're a candidate on an interview with any kind of recruiter, it's a little bit anxiety provoking. And it's your job as a recruiter to put the candidate into a sense that they can speak openly and freely about their resume and to see you as an advocate to them getting the job. So let's continue. I've thanked them, I've asked a rapport building question, and now what I do is I go into giving them the structure of how the conversation is going to go. John, I'm so glad that you like the Seahawks too. So what I want to do today, the way I want to structure this call is I'm going to ask you some basic logistical questions, confirm some things that I need to confirm, and then we'll dive deeper into your current position at X, Y, or Z company, and we can really get a sense for the type of work you're doing there. Once we've gotten through that, what I'd like to do is tell you a bit about our company, and you can put me in the hot seat. I'll tell you about our interview process. I'll answer any questions you might have about what that looks like, and I'll also do my very best to get you excited about this opportunity and to communicate to you all of the great things that our company is doing. Does that sound good? So what did I just do there? I gave the candidate an idea of how the conversation is going to be structured, and that gives a sense of control and fluidity to the entire conversation. Once we've thanked the candidate, given a candidate a nice little rapport building question, and given them the structure of the conversation, then we actually move into the specifics of the recruiter phone screen. Now, this is going to be contextual to you because the basic qualifications that you're going to need to know for your specific position might be different and contextual based on your company. But generally speaking, we're addressing red flags, we're addressing gaps in employment, we're addressing any kind of sponsorship, we're addressing types of projects to get a sense for what type of developer they were or what type of job they did at their last job, and we're just making sure that there isn't any signals that they might be wasting their time trying to pursue this specific position. And once we've gone through the basic qualifications, we can move deeper into their specific role. And again, this is just a kind of doing that first half of the call to make sure that this is a viable candidate. And the whole premise here is we don't want to waste their time, and you certainly, as a recruiter, don't want to be wasting your time. So once we've done that, we sell them the position. And when we sell a position, we're really talking about the mission of the company. Hey, John, so I think that everything is sounding really good here. I want to tell you that our company is growing rapidly. That's the big theme here. And we have about 250 plus teams. And this time last year, we only had half the headcount that we have today. So we're growing like crazy, and we're actually expanding 3 more offices in Bellevue. So it is just a very unique time to join a company that is growing more rapidly than we can keep up with and diving into more problems and solving more problems than we ever have before. So it's a great time to be a part of the company. Also, John, what I want to do is tell you about our interview process. After this phone screen, the next step will be to set up your technical screen. And if you do well there, then the next step is to get you to an on-site. And throughout all of those steps, I'm going to be working with you and helping you prepare to give you the best shot at getting the job. So what did I just do there? I told the candidate, I got them excited about the mission. I told them that we're growing, and I gave them an idea of how they can expect to move through the process with us. The final part of a recruiter phone screen, first of all, is to make sure that you ask them if they have any questions and you address those questions. But assuming they don't have any questions, or assuming that maybe you're coming up to the last 3 minutes and you need to get to the end of the recruiter phone screen, what your goal is to get and solidify next steps. John, I feel like we've gotten to a good place here. So the next step is for us to schedule our technical screen. Now, what are 3 days in the next few weeks that you can think of where it would be a good time for you to spend an hour coding with one of our programmers? So to end a recruitment call, I always end it the same way. I end it with a thank you for their time, and I let them know that I look forward to working with them in the future, and I let them know that I'll also be emailing them and to look out for those emails so we can continue the line of communication. You want to make sure that when you end a call, that you end it in a way where they expect that you will be in constant communication with them. It just helps you as a recruiter because you need to really know how things are going with the candidate at any given moment to do your job. John, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today. I really look forward to working with you throughout this process. And just so you know, I'll be sending you the occasional emails, and it'll be a vital part of our relationship that you respond to those as quickly as possible so I can advocate on your behalf. And that's it. You've just performed your first recruitment phone screen. So let's just do bullet points really quick on how this went. The first part, we assessed basic qualifications and we dove deeper into their profile to make sure that they were indeed a fit for the role. The second half, we talked to them a little bit about the interview process, and we got them excited about the company's mission, and we really communicated how it could be a good fit and an exciting opportunity for them as candidates. The final part, we identified next steps. We got whatever information we needed from them to move forward to next steps, and we ended the call thanking them for their time and priming them to know that we will indeed be in contact with them throughout the process and that we expect them to respond to us so we can advocate for them. And that's it. Thank you guys for stopping by, and that's how you can perform a recruiter phone screen like a pro.